So the $1,000,000 question, is the public ledger price different than the private ledger? Essentially, no. Technically, it's the same price, but it can be used very differently and look very differently on the private ledger than it does the public ledger. And just to clear something up, I do read from a script. I write it, and then sometimes I rewrite it, and then sometimes I write it again because it's not what I want. It keeps me on track and not off on rants and craziness, and gets you guys the point that I'm trying to make. XRP doesn't have two versions, but it absolutely has two realities, one for retail and one for institutions. Same token, very different game. Let's break it down. You're on the public XRP ledger, open, traceable, visible to everyone. They're on Ripple's private CBDC ledger, fast, compliant, and locked behind permissioned walls. You see $2.20 on Coinbase. They pre-negotiate rates behind closed doors for $50, $75, or even $100+ based on how much value XRP is moving. It's not hype, it's function. Retail is emotional, FOMO, panic selling, meme coin distracted. Institutions operate in a stable, controlled, high-volume environment optimized for efficiency, not volume. You can buy XRP with a tap, but they're using whitelisted wallets only, approved, regulated, and pre-cleared. That's not just access, that's permissioned entry. How does this impact the price? Your buys and sells show up on the charts. Their transactions are hidden, done through private rails and over-the-counter desks. You see a $2 market, they're selling billions in a value at much higher functional worth. How is this possible? Because price and value are not the same thing. On public exchanges, prices is what people are willing to pay. In institutional corridors, value is what XRP moves, and that number can be way higher. XRP might only cost $2.20, but if one token is helping a bank move $100 of real-world value, that XRP just functioned like it was $100, and that's the part retail doesn't see. So here's the fork in the road. Future one, you're in. Your XRP is self-custodied. It came from clean, compliant sources. Your wallet is verified or whitelisted when the time comes. The system goes live and you're ready. You see the true value, you have access. Future two, you're out. You're still holding XRP, but your wallet isn't compliant. You can't connect to private rails. You can't swap, move, or cash out. You're holding the right asset, but you're completely locked out of the system that powers it. I'm not saying this to scare you, I'm saying it to prepare you. Because yes, the price separation between retail and institution XRP will not stay invisible forever. But how it merges and who gets access to that higher value is the real issue. So stop watching charts and hoping for a breakout. Start aligning your access before the door